It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
You know what they say? Fire in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. I feel like Howard Stern with his craziness.
I feel like you and I get further and further away.
That's
Ever
okay.
notice that? I feel like I just
What is your name again?
Well, nice to meet you. Happy
Nice to
Monday
meet
to you, too.
Do you know, I was just doing Fuego. We just had somebody from Circus Olay that's going to be singing
the name of it?
tomorrow. Circus Olay.
Say it again.
Circus Olay. Olay, olay, olay.
I just like messing with you. Cirque du Soleil.
What?
Cirque
Yeah.
du Soleil.
No, it's Circus Soleil for me.
I know it is.
Circus du Soleil. You remember? That used to remind me when I was a child. I used to tell my mother, "Oh, mommy, the circus is turning in the toilet." Remember? It's Circus Olay.
That would be the Tidy Bowl Man. Was that your circus? Was the Tidy Bowl Man?
Yes, it was. It was the only time I ever got to go to the circus.
Do you know my son has never been to the circus?
You kidding? Why?
Because my daughter was terrified of the circus. So I
So
never
what does that
took
have to do
him.
with your son?
I never left her home to take him. So at 25, he is missing out on the circus. Aaron, for graduation, honey, maybe I'll take you to the circus. That would be a public gathering, so that would be maybe not. No, it didn't work.
I'm very upset. No, I didn't.
Happy Monday, everyone, to you. Give us a call at 866-224-5422. Give Freddie a little bit of run for his money answering the phone. We've got one of our producers heading down to pick up an essential Gubba rum. So as soon as Slick gets back, maybe we can do some taste testing this week. I'm excited.
I don't know about all that, but the Gubba is in the house.
Your vacation staycation.
I just heard the commercial you did. And ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for people to help us distribute the Gubba rum in the house in Vading, Florida. It is wicked smooth. Comes in two flavors, which is vanilla and
Coconut.
I can never remember the coconut.
Coconut.
Put
Put
the
the lime
coconut.
in your coconut.
And Gubba rum is being brought to you by Gubba rum. And if you want to get some, you can go at thinkliquor.com
You
or
can also go to gubbarum.com, Gubba rum.com. And that commercial spot, you'll be seeing that later on in today's show. So we're looking for some recipes, your best rum recipe, because this quarantine has put the staycation to a whole new level. So it's kind of a staycation, vacation, enjoy it from the comforts of your own home. Mother's Day is coming, graduations are coming, a lot of things to celebrate, and now we can do it from home. I'm kind of enjoying not going out on the weekends. I know, you're all going to be mad at me, but I'm kind of liking the no makeup, no anything, no pressure to be anywhere kind of weekends.
I was driving around Linda this weekend. We had to make some errands and drop off some things for people. And it was kind of fun to get out. The temperature was fantastic. Nothing works. My phone doesn't work.
I went to get my car washed yesterday. It was a
Really?
drive-through right over here on Glades and Federal Highway, the 495. You just drive through. You stay in your car. You do not get out. You pay before you go in. The lobby is closed. They don't do the interior, so when I went home, all I had to do was vacuum it out. Actually, I had Chuck vacuum it out and
But why
wipe
didn't you
down
have
my makeup
Why didn't you have Chuck wash the outside if you're going to go to get your car washed on the outside?
because he had to get his car washed also.
So they don't do the inside?
No, because you want someone breathing on the inside of your car? No.
Well, I have a company that does sanitize the inside of your car.
I've been asking you for that, and you did not.
have one.
You did not share it with me, so I had to go to the car wash. But it was very easy in and out. You just drive through. You don't get out of your car.
Ladies
right on
and
the corner
gentlemen,
of Glades
she's
and
not
Federal.
telling you the truth because Andrea gave me the link and I sent it to you for us to call him, and you did
Oh yes, you
not.
did. We need to
Oh, hold on. Get the cops.
I apologize. Yes, you absolutely did send it to me.
I did not send it to me.
So that's the only place I went over the weekend was to get my car washed.
Good for you.
And that was that. So we got Gubba rum. So let us know. I want to come up with a whole pina colada, mojito, something we can do with rum. We're doing a wine tasting virtually on Friday. The wine is being shipped to us. Thank you to Dawn Cliff, the wine chick. We're shipping those out. So we've got 6 bottles of wine. I'm thinking maybe we'll do 3 and 3. Because for you and I to drink 6 bottles alone on Friday, I'm going to need a DD.
We're not going to be drinking 6 bottles.
Right, so I'm thinking if we do 3 on Friday of a wine tasting, then we'll do 3 maybe next week, and then come up with a whole idea.
You're going to be drinking that much
But
wine.
she's
You
got a
better get
great
some
deal.
aspirin.
Great deal. $70, 6 bottles of wine, including the wine tasting and learning about wine tasting, shipped to your house, and the wine tasting is done virtually. I think it's a great
She's going to
deal.
teach us how to wine taste, how to spin it and see the legs on the glass.
Because what I was thinking is, if I had to go to the store to buy wine, be more than $12 a bottle,
Yeah.
right?
She delivers?
Yeah, FedEx is delivering them.
Really?
We'll have it by Thursday.
And you know, I haven't seen her
We
in
haven't
such a long
seen her
time
in a
since
long
the
time.
anniversary.
No,
that
she
we
was
had
here.
at
She was
Crazy
in the
Uncle
new
Mike's.
studios. She was
I don't
doing a
remember
Fuego
her.
spot.
She's a vague of imagination.
But think about that. Talk about supporting local, right? So it's an essential. You want wine. $12 a bottle is tremendous. So you get 6 bottles, and the wine is spectacular. She will mix it any way you like. So we're getting 4 reds, a white, and a sparkling. And go that way. Plus the wine tasting for $70 and change. That includes shipping and everything. To me, it was an easy, no-brainer. Way
How
to have
much
some
is it?
fun. $70 and like 69 cents or something.
Really?
Shipped, delivered, everything. For
That
6
is-
bottles. I think that was a good deal.
It is a great deal. I'm going to tell you, it is the new norm for people who don't drink rum and want to drink wine. I am also looking for a vodka deal. I want to get into the vodka distribution as well. I have a feeling that it's going to be a bumpy ride the next few months. I'm talking about more than a few months. So what's wrong with going home and enjoying a cocktail or two and just chilling?
Don't you think that make a nice Mother's Day gift also?
It does. I think wine and you got to be creative. You know, and for those of you that did not see our 9 o'clock show this morning, you got to meet. You
Air
got
your
to
laundry
miss
with Amy Trujillo.
that, and you got to miss the Dawn G meltdown.
Vent. It wasn't a meltdown.
Meltdown.
It was a big
Check out
venting.
the show. Write in and tell me if you didn't see a
You want to tag
meltdown.
it Dawn's meltdown?
Meltdown.
But you know the funny thing is I melt down over other people. I melt down over how I feel for the masses. It's not even about me. It was just a masses
And
type
here
of thing.
comes the spin. So
But-
as opposed to when I melt down, how do I melt down differently?
I don't know. We all melt down differently.
Well, you're saying that there must be a specific you melting down.
Because it wasn't about how it affects me personally. I didn't say that. I didn't say that's how your meltdowns are. I mean, in general, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, can you believe this person did this to me? It wasn't one of those. It was, oh my gosh, can you believe this is what's happening to society as a whole? That is what it was.
So Friday when I had the meltdown because I had just heard.
Oh my gosh, if you only knew the amount of phone calls and texts I got on that one.
Well, I had just heard that there were places that were opening up irresponsibly and saying, well, leave it up to God. And I don't think that that was proper.
Oh, I have a new commercial we can do. Is another commercial Drink Responsibly, my friends, from Dos Equis?
Dos Equis.
Open Responsibly, my friends, sponsored by the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Oh, there you go.
How you like that?
See, there you go. There's your
Hashtag.
shout out to fame. And you did a great segment with Amy from, what are we calling it? The new segment.
Air Your Laundry with Amy.
Live from her laundry.
Live from your laundry room.
Because her router's in there and it worked perfectly. That is outstanding pivoting.
That's the biggest washing machine I've ever seen. It was bigger than her.
Well, she's short.
She's my size.
Those are big, right?
Those are big washing machines for
She
two
can't
little
even
girls.
reach the top of it. Unbelievable. We're going to be bringing that, and she's going to be bringing not-for-profits.
Tremendous resources, yes.
And we are going to highlight and say thank you for all the not-for-profits for what you're doing, feeding. People need help, and people are jumping out there to do it. Selflessly, what's the real word? Unselfish? What is it? Selfishlessly.
Okay. Unselfishly.
Unselfishly.
Okay. Say hello to Faith. Say hello to JoJo. We've got a surprise guest. I don't even think you know who's coming on today at
I have
12:15,
no
do
idea.
you?
I have no idea.
Then I'm not going to tell you until you
Okay.
see her face.
Until I see her face?
Yes, it's a her. It narrows it down.
It narrows it down?
From a he, you got 50-50.
Oh, it's only 7,000 people now that are
So
clicking,
it narrowed
as
it down.
opposed to 8.
It's not a he, it's a her, it's a she.
Okay.
So you'll be excited to see her because we haven't seen her in a very long time. You know what I like about this platform is we're able to bring people in. This is the norm. that everyone now is now like on this equal playing field. Like people, can't come here, but everyone comes in virtually, so everybody comes in virtually. So it opens up the platform. We've got a guest coming in from Tampa this week. We've got Slick in the house with some Gubba rum.
Leave it over here. We'll put it on the set in a little bit.
You found it okay?
Everything all right? Well, watch
you
it because
go.
you're online. That's okay. Just leave it on the chair.
In and out.
No, leave it on the chair because now you're blocking me. Now I look like a
No,
giant
I think it's
Gubba.
good because now you got Gubba rum in front of you.
Yeah, I'm going to be a Gubba talking head.
Slick is the rum master, so maybe he can come up with some drinks on rum.
Well, you know something? I'm gonna let you in a little secret. The reason that we got involved with Gubba is because of Slick. Because when we went down to Fort Lauderdale to air the first taping of 2 Minute Warning, which is Thursday nights, don't miss it. I am dying to find out. I want to see Benny so bad about what's going on in the NFL and all the drafts and everything. But when we went down to Fort Lauderdale, he got a ticket. They gave tickets out to the
Drink
producers.
tickets.
And he got a rum and pineapple drink, right? And so I said, now I used to be a big rum drinker in the day. And I said, rum and pineapple, is that any good? So I took a straw and I tasted it. It was fantastic.
Really?
It's
That's a
the
good combination.
best. And I
Wow.
said to myself, this kid is pretty good. So all of a sudden, I started thinking about doing that, right? We had a couple of sets with him. And Gubba Rum shows up. Thank you to
Toasted.
Toasted Life, Toasted
Toasted
Leaf.
leaf.
And Gubba came along, and I said, I want to get involved with this thing. So she's talking about drinks. I'm talking about opportunity. If you want to help us push the Gubba bottles to be a vendor for us, or salesman, or representative, or whatever the hell it's called, to go out there and put the word out, let us know, and we'll talk a little bit. But I'm looking for some help, and it's the reason Slick is the reason I got involved in this thing.
How you like that? Some commissions on selling rum. Just when, it's a new opportunity for people to make some money.
Again, what they call the side hustle has become your mainstay.
Absolutely.
It just see there's a couple in California. I don't remember the names, and they're diamond jewelers, big business, right? Diamond jewelers. You know what they're doing now? They got a truck, food, and they're making food for people.
Nice.
And whatever donations come, they spend it. Now these are jewelers. These people have been millions and millions of dollars, and they put all of that to the side to try to help the community and feed.
It's so interesting because everyone's running out and buying jewelry and clothes and shoes, right? I don't think that's happening so much anymore, but you realize it's a whole nother focus on what you can be buying, what you can be doing.
Well, I got an update in Puerto Rico, and he says to me, the guy that I know in Puerto Rico, he's checking, taking care of the houses, and he says, I heard you guys had some people buying a lot of toilet paper. I mean, it shows you how in the rear they are. So I said to him, when did you hear that? He says, a couple of days ago. I says, Papa, that's been going on for weeks here. He says, Freddie, they had to shut down the Walmart in Humacao. And I said, why? He says, they're going in there and buying all the toilet paper. They're going in there buying all the paper towels, all the food, everything. There's nothing left. They think the world's coming to an end.
Well,
No food. And they shut everything down, and on Sundays you can't go out. And if you have an odd number and you go out on an even day, they pull you over, give you a summons, and take you home. How bad is that? So we have it pretty good.
hindsight is 20/20, they say.
Unbelievable. Never seen anything like that.
It's pretty remarkable, right?
But you have to be responsible. They're asking businesses now to come up with a new plan. Be responsible. Come up with a plan that keeps your employees healthy and safe, at a distance, wearing masks and everything else, and it's all good. Oh, I want to thank you for the mask that you got. Do you have it?
I think it's on the table out there. I got one for Slick, too, I think if he wants one.
Yes. And where did these masks come from?
The masks come from Giovanna's Closet. I'll get them during commercial break and share them. They shipped me 10. Another friend of mine bought 100. And any mask that you buy, they will donate the same amount going forward, so to healthcare providers. So a girlfriend of mine bought 100 masks to send down here to healthcare providers in South Florida.
And
So those
she
are
gave us a
coming
few?
also. No, I bought 14. So 4 went to my parents and 10 are here
I'm going to ask you a question. How come you got Wonder Woman?
because I asked for it.
Okay.
And why? It's a personal request. I didn't know what you wanted.
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not
What
gonna
would
say
you
nothing.
want?
I would have gotten Superman.
I don't know if she has Superman, but I can certainly ask her. She made Mickey Mouse for my dad. It
I
took a
saw
little
that.
bit longer. It took her a little while to get the fabric in.
I was dying.
She made him Mickey Mouse. I
But
know.
it was the picture he took in a room full of Mickey Mouse.
That's
stuff.
his office. That's in my house.
Because he loves Mickey Mouse, right?
See the ceiling? That was our garage that was converted when we moved into the house. That was our game room growing up.
It was
Yes,
the
and Mickey Mouse
funniest-
heads on the ceiling.
Funniest thing I've ever seen. All right, is there a guest on?
I think she's texted me that she's on. So, Teddy, if she is on, let's bring her over and we shall see.
And we're gonna have the little, what is that thing?
We're going to have the bug. Maybe not. So we'll keep talking. We're going to go to commercial break. Let's see if we can find her. I'm going to text her and see where she is. See your head's going back and forth. Oh, there she is.
Hello.
How you like that?
It's been long. Oh my God, it's been a moment.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How you doing?
Hanging in there, I think everyone is right now.
Wait, what part of the world are you at? Are you back in Florida?
No, I live in Raleigh, North Carolina now.
No.
Can you believe? I know.
Last time I saw you, I think you were in California doing something with women, with a women's group.
Yeah, so we brought WEX to California. We hosted in Los Angeles February 29th, which was like right before all of this happened. So we were very grateful on the timing of it all, but it was amazing to be hosting WEX the first time on the West Coast.
That was your first one out there.
It was, yes.
It's funny. When we met you 4+ years ago, right? I remember sitting in that Starbucks, Alexa, with you, right? We were having this conversation about this vision that you had, and it was your first WEX. And you said, I want to be like these huge names out there on TV and doing these events. And Freddie said, you're going to do it. And you just explode. When people say, oh, I went to WEX. Have you ever met or do you know who Alexa Carlin is? I know exactly who she is. She's the most spectacular woman. And you have done this. Oh my gosh, I don't say single-handedly because I know it takes a team, but this was your vision.
Thank you so much. I know you guys believed in me before it even started, so I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely something that I didn't realize how big it can get, and I didn't realize how to do it when I was starting at all. So you probably saw the vision even before I saw it, because again, like I never knew anything. Like I didn't know how to put on an event. I didn't know what I was really getting myself into, but I was really passionate about making a difference and bringing diverse women together to connect and collaborate. And the community kind of just like took the reins and ran with it. And now we're looking at obviously different things to bring the community together digitally, which we were focused on before coronavirus. It just now puts us in a position to do it a little bit faster. But our goal and mission always stays the same, with giving more women opportunities to get to that next level.
I wanted to ask, because your event, what I like, when the one that we covered, you had floor, you had models, Boston Proper was there.
Proper, yes.
And then you had the speakers. So there was a lot of activities going on. Usually you only do one or the other. You did all of it at the same time. And I'll never forget how we were pulling people out of everywhere and interviewing them when they were coming out of the guest speakers spot. And they loved it. And they were all hyped up. And we met a lot of people that we've done business over the years from your event. And they've come out.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Oh, no, absolutely. I'm going to tell you. And then
Longtime friends, Lady and Natalia Levy.
all of them.
Elena's joining us on Wednesday because she's now been in Forbes magazine. So, I mean, your platform
Nice.
kicked
Awesome.
off all of the women empowerment, I want to say nationally, globally, because you had the foresight of doing it, and everyone was sort of just talking about it. Hard to believe that only 4 years ago, right, women empowerment became so big, because it was like, it should have been bigger a long time ago. But people from California were emailing Freddie back then saying, do you know anyone that speaks on women empowerment? Do you know anyone? Can you imagine saying that now? And you were the only one
now
then
it's
doing
very
that,
different.
right?
Oh, right. A lot of people don't realize that WEX was started before the Me Too movement, before the Time's Up movement, before the Women's March. I incorporated the company in 2015, and then a year later was our first event in 2016. And then the Women's March happened in 2017, and then we took it to DC. But definitely it's grown, which is so amazing to see. I mean, the more, the better, in my opinion.
Well, it's really interesting to see that a lot of the women empowerment, we tell them, because, believe it or not, I still get your emails. I don't know if I'm on some list or something. I still get them. I follow every event that you go to. I've seen that you were in California, you were in Washington, you came back here also. And I watch the people that go in there, because the object of the game is she gives you the essence of giving you a voice. And then you got to do something with it. I mean, Alexa's not going to be responsible for you to make it grow. So when she did that and we brought them on, it sort of mushroomed. These relationships, Alexa, have been around now for over 5 years. This is just nuts.
That's amazing.
How big it can go, how broad it can go. And what I really like is, right now what we need is more of what she does. We have to do it virtually or whatever. But
what kind of platforms are you putting together?
Yeah, well, one, thank you so much for staying connected and continuing to support. It really does mean a lot to me. You guys hold a special place in my heart. And the other thing is exactly what Freddie said was, I always say, here, I'm opening the door for you. Behind that door, right, is all your dreams, all your goals, everything you could possibly want in your life, and we're opening it, but you are the one that has to walk through it. And that's really what empowerment is, right? Like allowing people to take action and doing it themselves. And so to take that same mission virtually, we've gotten so many over the past, I would say 2 to 3 years really, of how can people stay connected. Because we've had a lot of people now travel to all of our events. We've had the same people come to Florida, DC, Raleigh, and LA. And so they want to stay connected with this community. So we're looking at creating an online platform to kind of go deeper into everything that we present at WEX. So at WEX, you come together, all the sessions are 30 minutes in length. You get a lot, but then how can we go deeper with that? So deeper in the sense of like online education taught by our speakers, knowledge on finances, cash flow, how to grow your brand, your marketing, authentically share your story. And then at the same time, how can we help foster those authentic, valuable relationships? So what we do is we put diverse women in the same room and magic happens. So we're working to do that same concept virtually. We're still working out the logistics of it all, but really, how can we connect women or people, just like you got connected with a ton of people that you've stayed connected with? How can we do that so you can get to that next level?
What do you think is going to happen with it digitally? Because we were talking about this last week. There's a lot of online summits and there's a lot of online information that you can present. How can you network people? Because so much of it is, like I would see the kids from Sensibility there, right? And it's the big hug and oh my gosh, and they have been with you every step of the way. And so many people, it's that networking that people who come to the event won't be able to do. Will that be part of your platform?
So we're basically looking at how can we take WEX in person and put it online. Now, of course, there's going to be things that are different, but what's the main takeaways, right? We focus, and my personal mission is for every single person to walk away with at least one connection. A connection to a person, a connection to an idea, a connection to an action step. So with that, if we put the same people together on a virtual Zoom, let's say, right? So how can those people connect to where it just doesn't just live on that one Zoom call, but people see the value in what you have to offer, right? And there's a lot of people doing it, but I think the most important thing, like regarding like Facebook groups, we have a Facebook group and you can easily ask, hey, look, I'm looking for a graphic designer. Does anybody know someone? And some, people can respond and that's how you connect. But a lot of times, and why I think WEX is powerful, is because we give them that platform and that opportunity. So a lot of times people won't go out and find it, and there's just so much everywhere. So how can we be that glue, I guess you could say, or that platform to bring those people together and help foster those relationships?
Was that your vision going? I mean, there's so many things to touch base on with you because our crew, they don't even know you, right? We've known you for so long, and we've turned over. Our internship program has been tremendous, and they have a show, they have a platform called 2020 Vision, and you're right in there in their age group of what this is. But share with everybody your vision on when this all started and what you wanted to do with it.
Yeah, so when I first started it, I was growing as a speaker, and I noticed the power in community, and it was online community through live streaming. And I realized like how community fuels empowerment, and when you feel supported, you feel like you can do anything. And so, how can I bring that more into my life? And then as I was speaking to more events, I noticed such a big disconnect among women, really. I would speak to just millennials or just women further along in their career. And I believe that real change is created when we all come together from different perspectives and different backgrounds. So that was really the inspiration and mission behind it. And I saw an opportunity to do a large event to make that a reality. Now, from the first event, it's definitely transformed into focusing more on women in business, female leaders, entrepreneurs. And so our mission today is, again, empowering women with the resources, the knowledge, and the community of support to get to that next level where they want to be. And so how do we instill that courage even when you're feeling fear? How do we showcase and really instill that confidence? How can we show that no matter where you come from, where you are, what you've been through, even what you are still going through, as you know, with my personal journey and health journey, how can you still chase after your dreams? And so all of our speakers, they really provide this energy in our volunteers and our exhibitors and our partners to, again, break down the walls, get vulnerable, get real, and be like, this is all the stuff I'm going through right now, but I'm still taking that next step. And again, that's been like my mission since day one.
I'm going to tell you, Alexa, it is very doable to do virtually what I saw. Everything you did there, including the pageant with the runway, all of it can be done virtually. It is a massive undertaking. It's not a social media piece that's going to be big enough to handle it, but I have an idea of how to do this thing. The platform that we talked about, the PPV, that platform has multiple pages, and it has to be a storybook. So you have all the vendors on one, you have all the speakers on the other one, and then you have the showcase of the clothing on the other one. It could be 3 or 4 different pages on the same platform, shooting it out virtually, and you could bring in all the vendors to still do this sales virtually. You could do the speakers virtually. And of course, the way you hook it up, you put a gate on each window, and it can, I'm gonna tell you, kid, it can be done. I'm gonna tell you.
Well, I'm gonna need to follow up with you after this, because there's been so many people requesting us to do a virtual thing, and I give anything I decide to act on, I want to make sure that it's 100% value, and not saying that I need to have all the answers at all, but you do need that support, especially on the tech side and logistics side. And for example, one of my good friends, she's spoken at our Florida event, DC event, and LA event. She hosts in-person fashion innovation summits, and she did her first one virtually. She had over 100,000 people tune in, and all it was it's a free event. It was behind, you had to register, but then she used Zoom to stream it live on YouTube, because YouTube you can have unlimited viewers. But she still had that tech behind, and she even recorded the behind the scenes, which was really cool, where like speakers were coming on, and then her tech team was helping, making sure speakers knew how to use Zoom, that their mic was on and everything. And so definitely it is doable. But again, there's the other piece of whether we do one stage or multiple breakouts, which is possible too, but also, again, like you said, the networking, the exhibitors, and how can we bring that to life virtually.
Very doable. The thing here is that your platform is big. You take that one with 100,000. Can you imagine if you pull this thing off, the numbers are going to be even bigger than that. It'll be one of a kind. It's the size.
Well, she
of
has
a
set the
platform.
precedent
Yes.
for events. You really have. And people try and they can't recreate what you have created and at a young age. But I also want to ask you, because I saw a post last week that you wrote about when you got so sick, that you were in the house for 18 months?
8 months.
What it was like then for you, but now you're watching the world go through this. If anyone can give tips on getting through this, it's going to be you. So I want to go to commercial break.
Yeah, I will.
And when we
Okay.
come back from break, share some of your insights with us. We are live with Alexa Carlin. I'm so excited to have you joining us. Then I want to find out how your mom and family's doing too. So many things to catch up on. Stay tuned. We're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show, and yes, you see, things are getting back to normal a little bit here because Freddie is not in his chair. And once again, he comments. And he's back. Welcome back. We've got Alexa Carlin joining us from Raleigh, South Carolina. I'm so excited. Aren't you excited to have her joining us, Freddie?
Yes, that was a very nice surprise.
So there she is. And I want to just touch base on when you were home so sick. What did it feel like then? Can you empathize where people are now?
Yeah, definitely. So it has been very tough to go through it again, even though it's a completely different setting and completely different experience. I have felt like some post-traumatic stress because it triggers back, the feelings that I had when I was really sick in that place. And so when when I couldn't really leave my apartment for 8 months, it was an extremely difficult time. But what got me through that was focusing on my passion, was talking about it, was doing live streaming, was doing creative different projects. So for example, I wrote a cookbook, back when I was kind of in quarantine from being sick, because I was making all these recipes to be healthy for my own body, taking photos, and then decided to put them into a cookbook. I started Wex that during that whole entire time. And so what I am trying to remind myself going through this time, and what I want to remind all of you, is that after what I've experienced and what really the world has experienced, after there's such a dark period of time, when I say darkness, I mean pain and suffering. And if you're an empath, you've been feeling the pain of the world. I know I have. But afterwards, there's a blooming, there's a new season that comes about. After the Spanish flu, there was the Renaissance, which was all music and theater and festivals and excitement. And the same thing after my 8 months back in 2015, I started Wex and I started speaking and I started connecting with amazing people. And so right now, while there's definitely different emotions that I'm sure you've all been experiencing, my biggest advice is allow yourself to feel those emotions, because they are valid, and you do have to go through them, and you have to process them. But the number one thing is be kind to yourself. Don't think like, why am I feeling this way? I have so much to be grateful for. Or a lot of things people may be experiencing is guilt, right? If you are feeling sad or like angry or whatever it may be, then you start to feel guilt, because you're like, well, I still have a roof over my head. Other people don't. I'm healthy. Other people aren't. I can purchase food. Other people can't. But right now, everyone's going, your hardest thing that you may be really upset about, whether it's just because all your summer vacation plans got canceled, or you had a big birthday party that had to get canceled, or your job has changed, whatever it is, that's okay to be sad about it. And the number one thing though is, how long are you going to allow yourself to be in that situation? And so it really is allowing yourself to feel it, but don't stay in it, because that can really put you in that downward spiral. It's noticing, okay, I felt it for 1 to 2 days, and now it's time to shift my perspective. So replacing any negative thought with a positive one, lack of with abundance, feeling like I don't have this with something you do have, and feeling grateful for that.
The funny thing.
I'm watching him sit here and just think about everything you're saying.
Well, I'm thinking, because I mean the words of advice that you're giving are encouraging, because you've been there and you've walked the walk, and you've noticed that people, there's a new calling now, right? There's a new way of doing things, and sometimes what you had may not even be around, and you may have to create that new side hustle. You may have to create that pivot. All these different cliches that people have been throwing at us. But the psychological aspect of this is, you got to believe in it. You got to actually believe in a dream. And this kid right here believed in it. And there's nobody around us, health-wise, who had it tougher than her. And still, because you are very susceptible to what's going on around us right now. You have to be I got to be careful as a diabetic, but you're even in a bigger soup, because you got to be doubly.
Which is hard, because you feel very helpless. You feel dependent. Like I can't go to the grocery store. I can't go to the post office. I can't go get gas. I can't, it's just like you start to feel very stuck, and then you feel dependent on others. And then it's a hard time right now for everyone. And you just have to find something that can bring you some excitement. Again, it could be watching a Netflix show. It could be cooking. It could be journaling, whatever it is. It does not have to be productivity. But for me, during that time in 2015, it was my passion that saved my life. And still right now, I have family, I have friends, I have so many things to be grateful for. And I'm not living alone, so I don't have to quarantine alone. But anytime I start to feel like, again, the feelings of moving backwards because we had to postpone our DC event, you know, WEX is all about hugging people. And I'm just thinking about like everything I hug like 2,000 people in one day, and now it's going to be different. And for a while that really affected my current state of mind. But I've worked on some different ways on how we can connect, and again, trying to use creativity. And I kind of look at it as, you know, the stages of grief that everyone goes through. And there's the stages of COVID that we're all feeling. And I'm almost at the acceptance part of it, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to feel those other feelings. It's all cyclical, and it comes in waves. And I think that's the hardest part because it's all new. None of us have experienced this before. I don't know if any of you have been like having these vivid dreams since you went into quarantine, but there's studies behind that. Like I started having the craziest dreams, and it's because we're taken out of our normal like life. And so again, being kind to yourself, I think, is the most important thing, and stopping yourself to shift your perspective before you go down that negative spiral.
I love that's a new battle cry. Your passion, this is every business owner out there, your passion will save your life. Because you got into business because you had passion. You stayed in business because of your passion. You grew your business out of passion. And this turnaround is going to happen because of your passion. So don't be afraid to dream. Don't be afraid to go get it. And okay, you know, like she said, you know, you got to mourn the loss, right? And you got to shake it off. Take a good drink of Gubba rum, a good shot, and get it done. And get it done. And get up and get it done.
No, don't get a gun. Get it done.
Get it done. Get it
Oh
done.
my gosh.
Get it done. But you know
See,
something?
Alexa, his English has not changed very much.
But I'm going to tell you, Alexa, you, to me, I told Dawn when I came in this morning, and I've been singing it all day, something's coming. So, I didn't know you were coming.
I know. I kept
I had
her,
no
I
idea.
kept her a surprise because our
That's
heart,
so fun.
because you really started when we started. And you've just exploded and grown. And so much of everything you do, and you're so young. I mean, when we met you, you were so young.
She was younger.
And always so authentic. I mean, when I saw that post, I thought, oh my gosh, she knows exactly what this feels like to be quarantined and grow and create something amazing. How's your mom?
And I wanted to mention, you guys have grown so much too. I mean, I love your studio, and you guys have grown a lot. So it's been amazing to watch as well. My mom is doing well. You know, we all live here in Raleigh, North Carolina. So that we have like this amazing nature all around us, which has helped so much. We have deer in our backyard now, which is beautiful to watch and see. And so definitely, we've all tapped into nature a lot more, especially during quarantine. And so, you know, we're feeling grateful that we're all healthy, we're all together, and we live in this beautiful place.
It's amazing, right? It's such really a lot to be grateful for. And people follow you, Alexa, and tremendous. Like I said, Elena's joining us on Wednesday. I want to reach out to Maggie Cook that I keep missing her. I'm going to reach out to her. I met her on your last event. You're going to love Maggie. She became this like multimillionaire from selling salsa in Mexico.
There's nothing wrong with her.
She started with...
She's like the Goya
But think of it,
Mexico.
just from making salsa. She said in a million years did she ever think a big brand would buy her out?
Well, listen,
She
you
was
know,
one of your
Alexa, I'm
keynotes,
so
right?
happy you're here. Because Dawn at the 9 o'clock show today, she had a meltdown. Because the have more, the have-nots have less. Well, check it out. Look what you just said. Look what you just said. Millionaire selling salsa. The door is always open.
Yes.
Step through it. You never know who's watching what you're doing. And if the right pair of eyes watch it, watch out. You got to make a couple of moves, but you got to make the effort. And this is why I applaud Alexa. You are exactly what we need right now for everybody to hear. Because Alexa's done it. She's walked the walk. And I know it's tough. Listen, I know it's tough. I live with that every day. But we got to find another way. That's all. We just got to recreate. That didn't work will now work better. How's that? Is that
Alexa,
better?
keep us up to date on everything you're doing. Let us share it. And oh my gosh, so much to come.
Thank you so much.
You
Same.
are amazing.
Stay
Love
safe,
to-
stay healthy.
We're going to be
too.
calling you. I got an idea for your platform.
Okay.
Love to your family, honey. Be safe.
That's a
Bye.
nice surprise.
You like that surprise?
Yes. And I told you, something's coming. I don't know what it is. And you're sitting there with all the info, and you don't tell me nothing. Nothing. What's the matter with you?
Because it's all about the delivery of it, right?
Forget about
If
that.
I had told you Alexa was coming,
Then I would have understood the feel I had this morning. And it came at me as a wind. And I said, wow, what is that?
What did you-
Something's coming.
an honor to have her join us on set, right?
Absolutely. And I mean, the next time we see her, it's going to be a bigger honor because that kid's going to be even bigger and bigger and better and better. It's just nonstop. Nonstop. Her
Everything
future
she's
is
gone
very
through,
bright.
her family. I mean, you just talk about a close family and what family and support can do. From way back when to where she is to the incredible people. I mean, truly, our empowerment journey started at that WEX event 4 years ago.
And she's grown it and it's funny because we told her at that first meeting, you do know you're going to be in every state in the union. And her eyes got this big. She says, I'm talking about Florida. You're talking about California,
Right,
Washington.
I know.
And where
She's
is she
amazing.
now? She's out there.
Truly an incredible, I can't say young woman, but young woman. She's
She's a good
28,
businesswoman.
29,
Good
I know.
businesswoman. She takes chances and she steps on the right stones.
So yes, things are getting back to, I can't say normal. It'll never be the normal that it was.
Things
Things
are
are
getting
getting
back.
back to wherever they are,
To the new normal.
to whatever it is.
Because
I-
we're going
exactly.
to, you know what I like about this new normal? We get to design it. No longer do we have to be under the constraints of the old stuff. Now it's
It's
the
not
new
even
stuff.
a normal. I'm sitting here thinking when I was teaching at Easter Seal, when I was teaching
Easter Seal.
I taught at Easter Seals.
Easter Seals, the seal people?
They are a foundation for special needs. Yes, so that's where I
You
used to
taught at
teach.
Easter Seals?
Yes.
Wow,
So-
my mother and you have something in common.
So when I was teaching at Easter Seals in downtown Miami, and I had a class of children with autism, that was, for me, normal every day, was to go in and see these kids, whether they could say their name or we would color with Play-Doh, whatever it was, that was normal. And it makes me think, like, your shift of perspective, then you have your own kids and they're not, they're different and God willing, they are fine. That becomes your perspective. Now it's just a shift of perspective of what normal is. Because at that time, these kids were my normal.
But don't judge normal. There's no such
That's
thing
what I'm
as
saying. So it's not the new normal.
not the
This
new
is just
normal.
a shift of perspective of what you can create.
Yeah, true
And
that.
Alexa, it's true that you can create anything. Even in quarantine, when she was so sick, she was fighting for her life. When she, every day, one step at a time.
I
Truly a
remember.
role model.
I remember, and we got to do the production, the first one she did, and we were right by the stage, and we captured the clothing and all that, right, from the Boston people. And it was amazing. It was an amazing venue. It was one of the first ones that we've ever done on that side. We had Jill with us that
Yep.
day, remember? And your sister was there. I remember your sister was there, your mom was there, Alicia was there, a few people I remember.
A lot of people we met there, yes.
A lot of people. We should do it again and again and again.
Michelle Dempsey we met
I
there.
remember
We
Michelle
met
Dempsey.
Alicia. Norma was there. All of like
Norma
our,
was there too.
all of our OGs, yeah.
Wow, that was going back in the days. You know, one of the nice things about watching movies over the weekend during the week is that you see these old films in the 80s and 90s. According 90s film old,
I know, right?
but you look at the 80s and 90s, and a lot of the stars in there. Some movies have 12 stars today. They weren't 12 stars back then, right? You might have had 1 star, and they have a film with all these superstars, Emmy winners, Oscar winners, all of them. And they've graduated to do other roles and gotten bigger and better. It just reminds me of that. The old stuff is out. This is going to be the new stuff. It's going to be bigger and better. It's going to be smarter.
I got another surprise for you coming on Friday. Now you always say wait and see what happens. If you
Yeah.
have a feel, you wait and see why. If the universe presents something to you and you know it's so out of your norm as to why it's presented to you, you just got to go with it and see what happens. This is something else that, again, you'll see on Friday
Who
what
is
this
it?
one is.
What is it? Where
You'll
is
see on
it?
Friday. It'll be here. She will be a guest on our show
I
on
don't,
Friday.
I don't understand why you tell me that. You see, today I had a surprise singer for you tomorrow, and I shared it. I didn't keep it.
Okay,
or
you
go
wanna know who it is?
surprise. No. I did not.
Then I won't tell you.
But don't do that.
But that is, but that's what it is when things present itself, and they do. I looked down at my makeup table today, and there was another white feather sitting there, and I looked around thinking if one of them had blown around. Nope, they were all where they were supposed to be. When
In
things,
here?
No, my makeup
At your house?
counter at my house.
You got ducks?
In my bathroom, yeah, I've got white ducks. But it's just
How did the feathers
amazing.
get in your house?
I don't know. And I don't know how they
Is Chuck losing his plumage?
and I don't know how they end up on my makeup counter. One ended
That's
up behind the
hilarious.
mirror, behind my
That
sink.
is
I
funny.
don't know, and I've learned working with you, I don't question these things.
Oh, you don't question
But nor
that.
do I share them with people
Well, hold
because
on.
they would think
Well,
I
hold
was.
on. You don't question that, but you question simple things, like this morning. And I'm only beating you up on the meltdown because I had a few last week, and you got all over my case.
You know what?
Notice how I don't do that to you.
I don't question spiritual things because you cannot. Those are gifts, and you can only acknowledge them and hope you see the miracles of everything they are. I question the man-made things that are controllable by mankind, and I would think at the end of the day, we need to learn the bigger lesson through all of this.
That's very convenient.
About being kind.
That's a very convenient statement.
You can't question spirituality. I mean, people
You
do.
question,
I do not.
you question the things that you think it can control.
I question the things that I can physically touch.
Control. No, control.
I can pick this up or not,
control.
right? Control. I can smell this or not.
Like,
That's
did you-
going into our 1 o'clock segment.
Like you saw this morning, they opened up the driver's license place. The tax office opened today.
Oh, did they?
You got to wear a mask. You got to bring your ID. You got to wear a mask. So the guy in the news says, that's going to be an interesting picture. Now, I will guarantee you, because they say you got to wear a mask, everybody's going to have a mask on when they take their picture. They're going to ask you to remove your mask and then put it back on. I mean, think about that.
Well, think about the eye exam, too. You're putting your face now literally up against an eye machine.
No, they're bypassing it. You could be blind as a bat and get a license now.
I'm just thinking about that. Another sign from the universe. You and I went and got our license for here about, 2 weeks before? I think it came in when we were into quarantine. It came through the mail slot. I haven't even hung it up. It's still in my pile of papers. We got in right at the end of all of this. It was the first week in March. They inspected, and then we went and got our license
I want a
that day.
refund.
Remember I said to you, why are we
Can I
going
get a
now?
refund?
You're like, why are you pushing me to go today? Why do we have to go today? I said, I don't know. I just feel we have to go. And like a week later,
That's not what went
we
on.
were quarantined.
That's not what went on. You said we got 10 days, 9 days, and you started counting it down.
We were like, we got to go.
And
But
you
can
said
you
we gotta
imagine if
go.
we had waited?
Yeah, it would have been good. We wouldn't have been out the money because they would have had to waive it.
No.
I want a
no,
refund.
No. Yeah, but we are an actual business in the city of Boca Raton, and they were great there. They were so nice to us.
They want to do a show there.
Actually, do you still have that guy's number? You do. It's right there. The one who does karaoke. It's sitting right there on your sticky note. We should call him.
Yeah, he's right here. This is
Right?
the guy.
That's from the tax
Adwin.
collectors.
This is the guy at Adwin. I got the hotline there.
Let's
if I
call the hotline. That's not
to the motor vehicle.
that's not the hotline. That's a hotline for Child Coalition Rescue for child abuse. Actually, we should call them also.
No, I wrote this. You didn't write this. Don't
I
tell me
know you
didn't write
wrote it, but you put two pieces of paper and two separate things together.
Adwin. It's funny. The people at the motor vehicle, they gave me the guy's number to call him because he's
We
supposed
should
to
call him.
do
We should find out what's
a
going
comedy or
on at the
something.
motor vehicles, at the tax collector, and he does karaoke, I think. We should give him a call.
He does karaoke. Yeah, we'll give him a house.
Isn't that funny? You never know what's going to happen here at the cafe.
I could tell.
I know, but I'm going to reach out to Maggie Cook. I think I want to hear her story. Now, again, another sign that you said to me, it'll come and you'll know when it comes. She's also in Tampa, but her story for Fuego is incredible. I mean,
Yes.
she and her mom, she had nothing.
I know.
No
look at
idea
her
what
now.
to do. She made salsa.
What is she doing now?
Now she's speaking about you can have a business. She made salsa, she said, and she went grocery store to grocery store selling, just like people do when they're starting. And I don't know who bought her out, but we'll find out her story. A big company that we all know bought out her salsa recipe, and now
Now she
her
don't
life
have to go
changes.
store to store no
Now
more.
she's not going store, but it just started with making salsa. I mean, think about that. Something so simple that people make all the time. Not me, but other people do,
It's a funny story.
right?
It's hilarious.
But I think it would be great for Fuego, and I think it'll be great for us as well.
Yes, our Latino brothers and sisters, I don't want to forget about them because we talked about this way before the news and anybody else brought it up, but they're having a hard time because there's a lot of people who are not documented, and they've lost their jobs, and they can't eat. They can't even get any help because they don't have documentation, and it's a problem. They can't even get out of the country to go back to where they came from because you can't leave. So
I actually saw a
touch on
post
that.
at Mecca Farms. This is their last week of selling the produce boxes. Now, I don't know about the other ones, but we should check
I
out.
think they ran out.
Really?
I think that's the reason. The other thing, well, we got to find out. This is what I was telling the kids, is they should get all these people together and find out what the deal is, because I know that Publix was looking for places to send out food. You know, I was told that Publix is the best under these circumstances, the best, the most giving. So we should reach out and find out what the deal is.
Publix has always been a giving
But they're a
company.
huge
They
company.
always give out, they support people with special needs, they hire people with special needs. Unfortunately, they're more of a hot zone, I think, than some of the senior homes.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Because
that's
they
true.
don't have any restrictions in place. They're not
Well,
taking
no, they
temperatures.
changed. They changed. They just came out. They changed. They're having masks and everything else. And there was a few employees, and you know, Brady actually talked to us about that. We didn't say nothing, but in his store, 2 weeks with full pay, they sent them home. The kid
Oh, did they?
came out this morning.
Interesting.
So people are listening, and you know what? Don't think that because you see a small number on a window that people aren't listening. People are listening. I want to thank everybody who sent in, people giving out food for kids and everything else. I want to thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep that coming. Keep it going. And if you can share out the show, I'm in jail. I don't know why I can't share out the show. Only 3 shares they're giving me now. I got 27 platforms, 20 of them are mine, and I can't put stuff on my own page.
It's crazy. And to reach out to Alexa, you can find her all over social media. Alexa Rose Carlin. You can also follow them at Wex, W-E-X. More to come with that. I want to keep following Alexa because what she has put together, she always has the insight. She's always on the cutting edge of how to get something bigger and better and unique. And I know she's going to do it again digitally.
Let's make it bigger and better.
We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, your CBD store is going to be joining us. They have some specials.
Are we doing another blowout deal?
We're doing another blowout
Oh,
deal.
I got to get my bells.
Hit your bells, check your phone because I think he texted everything to you. We're going to do another blowout deal. We've got Asa and Jerry joining us from Your CBD Store. They are also a new sponsor of the Brooklyn Cafe on
Hold on,
the
I'm getting
Cafe
ready.
Press,
I'm
as
getting
well as
ready.
Gubba Rum. So our Cafe Press they're working on. You're making me cough.
I'm getting ready. What the hell was that?
Take us out.
And we'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At Your CBD Store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD Store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences. From water solubles, topical creams and oil drops, to pet products. Visit Your CBD Store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD Store.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Get your paper and pencils ready, because we's about to do the blowout.
Doing a blowout from your CBD store.
Is that what we're doing? We're doing a blowout?
We're doing a blowout. We're doing a sale. They are amazing. I got to use my bath bomb this weekend.
Did you?
Yes.
Really? How was that?
It was. I have the lavender one. So amazing, relaxing, calm, staying at peace, you know?
How long were you in the tub?
Well, my fingers are still a little shrivelly, so a little long.
How long were you in there?
Probably 45 minutes.
That's
30, 45 minutes. I know. My fingers are still shrivelly. You can see them? Like I got to put on more lotion. So that's why I've been putting on this body lotion. But let me tell you, so we went to a commercial break, and I'm not going to open this right now. I started coughing a little bit. This is CBG. This is raw hemp flower from SunMed from your CBD store. So I'm going to keep it closed and just smelling it that way. You're going to open that up?
I'm just going to keep it here while you talk.
So B has been working really hard on the Cafe Press. So whereas I started it of let's just send out one article, it didn't quite happen that way. So we've got a lot more articles coming. We've got our sponsors. Gubba Rum is going to be in there as a new sponsor of the Brooklyn Cafe Show, as well as your CBD store.
I gave you that.
You giving me the bill of the news? That's kind of funny how that works, the split screen. You know that movie, that show? Let's see what this is. Paid. Nice. We should have 3 of each.
Yes, we do.
Gubba Gold and Gubba Silver.
You think
Careful, you have it on a bell and you have it on your wand. You're so funny. You can move things around a little bit. No? I got to move the apple.
No, it's okay. I just want people to know it's home.
There you go.
All right.
Maybe tomorrow we come up with some recipes. We should look up some recipes. My daughter's been really good on Pinterest and finding recipes. So we made zucchini bread yesterday. We made shakshuka yesterday.
Shashuka.
Shakshuka.
Shashuka. That sounds like something from Saturday
And now
Night
we
Live.
need to come up with a way to make, or we can ask Mia how to make a pina colada or how to make something with rum. I
know how
love
to
the
do-
color of the
I know how
vanilla.
to do- I know how to do rum and soda and Coca-Cola. You know what that's called?
Rum and Coke,
No.
rum
It's
and
not called
soda.
rum and- No.
What's it called?
It has a name from Cuba Libre, from Cuba.
What's it called?
Cuba Libre.
Oh, that's really what it's called?
Yes, and it means in
What does
English,
that
it means
mean?
free Cuba.
Rum and Coke. We should
Rum and
ask
Coke.
Israel if he wants some.
We'll talk to Israel in a second. But how do you like? I want to thank Slick for going down there to get it, because I didn't know where the hell that place was, and he found it. And we are on the ball. We are going to be doing some marketing as a commercial. I'm blocking the word Gubba. What's wrong with me?
You got that?
No.
You know what's going to happen? I'm going to trip over a wire, go flying over the box. So just don't let me out of my seat. We're good. I'm going to go this way around the table, and you go that way around the table, and we're good to go. But I'm excited to have your CBD store joining us because they always have incredible blowouts. And I'm still talking about this sample pack that they were giving out. I know. Oh, you know what I want to download? Scrabble on the go or something, so we can play with our friends in our community watching us.
Scrabble on the go.
A word game. That might not
Such
be a
thing
good
as
game for
Scrabble on the go.
Yes, on your phone. Or Words with Friends.
Get out.
Yes.
I don't believe that.
Yes, we're going to do that. So this was our last blow. The collagen, the daytime, the nighttime, the pain relief, which I have over here, and the lotion. And he's out of his chair again. We're going to have Jerry and Asa joining us from Your CBD Store. They have 4 locations: Boca, Boynton. Someone's knocking on the door. Boca, Boynton, Singer Island, and Pembroke Pines. So they're going to be joining us tomorrow. We've got Slick Speaks. He's joining us on Tuesday doing his show. And then our Cafe Press is coming out. What'd you get? What do we get?
That's yours.
Yeah, that would probably be mine. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out. I don't even know what I order anymore. I did notice, though, through all of this, my Amazon bill has come down significantly, except for the treadmill that I
But
bought.
I thought we had discussed no more Amazon.
Those are only necessities.
So
Those
what are
might be
those?
the light bulbs.
It was all light bulbs.
They might be the light
They
bulbs,
are.
because I figure if Slick's going to be here, he can help you change light bulbs. That
All
was
right,
fast.
so-
I ordered them yesterday.
So are we doing a blow? Is there a blowout going on today?
There's going to be a blowout. I don't know if they're joining. I don't know if they're on the line yet, but yes, we're going to have them with Your CBD Store. They've got some amazing, amazing things.
You see that I'm ready for the blowout, right?
Sunflora. You can go to sunflora.com and get 10% off plus free shipping. Sunflora.com.
What's
And-
this for? What's this?
Sunflora for Your CBD Store. Their website they're using
Oh,
now
they
is called
changed it?
Sunflora. Yep. Your CBD Store. I love the nose. Your Feeling Good Store. Your Renewed Focus Store. Your It's About Time Store. Your Sparks Rekindled Store. Your Chilled Chihuahua Store. I think that's my favorite one so far. Your Chilled Chihuahua Store and your Nothing Is Going to Stop Me Store. Let me tell you what happened about the Chilled Chihuahua Store. This makes me think about this. Yesterday, I told you I went to get my car washed, right? So, family outing. Chelsea came in the car with me and the dog. The dog has not left my house in 6 weeks to go anywhere. Remember I talked last week about anxiety for your pets? She freaked out. She has a 10-pound Chihuahua Terrier mix, my daughter does. Sweetest little thing. Her anxiety is crazy. She buries herself in blankets. She burrows her head under blankets all the time. She went in the car. Chelsea was holding her. The poor thing was freaking out leaving the house. This is what's happening. It's just a whole change for them because
Did
everyone
you
has been
give
quarantined.
them CBD? Did you
I
give-
need to get a free sample of the CBD.
But there was a phone number for you to call. I don't get it.
I need to get the free sample of the pet CBD for Cookie because this poor little Chihuahua Terrier, sweet as can be, but her anxiety is crazy high. Even in the car. We came home and she buried herself. She couldn't even, she was better through the car wash, but just driving down Glades Road, the poor thing was shaking. This is what's happening. It's just a whole change for these kids.
We got to get CBD. We got to get you the little doggy. I want to see if it works for him.
Your Calm Chihuahua store. I know, I'm going to try that out also.
I'm gonna tell you, my niece in New York says to me, "Theo, send me the number."
Oh, because they have a Chihuahua too, don't they?
What is it with those dogs? Those dogs are high strung. My goodness gracious, it's like ex-wives. They're high
Cookie,
strung.
Cookie is a Chihuahua Yorkie mix. So she's a little high strung, but cute as can be.
And doesn't your son have a dog also that's mixed like 14 different
My
ways?
son has an Australian Shepherd, Australian cattle dog mix. I'd never seen one, but she's really sweet too.
You've never seen the dog?
I've never seen an Australian Shepherd cattle dog before her. Her name is Indiana.
Freddie has 2 dogs that belong to Valerie. And they have names, you know. It's breed of dog, I don't know what they are.
He has 2 dogs that belong to Valerie. Does that mean they're Valerie's dogs?
Well, but he takes
Do they
care
live
of
in the
them.
house that they
Yeah.
live in with 1 and
Yeah,
.34
yeah, but I'm saying
children?
that he didn't go with dogs. He got there and they had dogs. But those dogs are the sweetest dogs I've ever seen in my life. They are so, they want to be in your, they're like those little poodle things that go in your lap and you can't get rid of them.
A lap dog, that would be called.
I don't know what it is, but I don't want to get it wrong because they get very easily offended.
But I
They're
am
like children.
excited with Your CBD store because their blowouts are always unbelievable. Let's see if I can find what he's just sent me. Chelsea's sending me videos from her kids. She was doing a heart blowout. The Adventures of Egghead is what she just sent me. I'll have to send it to you. I don't know what this is.
Now, we had wanted your son to do some stuff with the potato head microphone guy.
Yes, he said he'll do whatever you want him to do.
We have to put the skits together so he can come on here and he can do a little skitty.
Absolutely. He said he can absolutely do that as well. So let's see what they sent me on these notes. Oh my gosh, they sent me a lot of notes on this
Who?
from your CBD store. A lot of great promotional items that they have coming
Oh, so
out.
I got to ring the bells. You got to let me know when you're going to announce it. Wait a minute, my fingers are stuck.
Products that help with nausea, depression, inflammation, insomnia. They're talking about the CBG versus the CBD. And
So what's the blowout? What are we talking about?
blowout is buy two edibles, get one free. And buy one, get your second 35% off all items in the store.
That's the one I
Wow.
want. That's the one I want.
Wow. Jerry, we need you on so we can talk about this.
That's the one. I'm breaking apart here. I got no more room here.
You got a lot going on in that counter over there.
All right, so what's the phone number?
Oh, they're going to be calling us in. I'm going to see what store they're coming to us from today. I'm not really sure. But
right,
their
so-
Boca store is 561-430-3936.
So you got to call to get this free stuff?
Sunflora.com. Yes, you should give them a call.
You got to call to get the free stuff. What's the number?
561-430-3936. And while we're waiting for Jerry and Asa to join us on the line, I kind of wanted to talk to Slick. I don't know if he wants to come get a mic.
You know
But
what this
I want to
is?
know what's happening on the outside
You know what
world.
that is? Slick, what's happening in the outside world?
I'm going to grab you a
Now you got to
mic.
grab a mic and everything else. You got to go
Put
that
some
way,
batteries
this
in a
way,
mic
that
and
way.
unmute yourself because
You gotta
we
put
are
batteries in it 'cause
slowly
there's no batteries in it.
taking our business in our own hands and responsibly. We're going to bring in on a schedule. This is what I'd like to do is once we are cleared to do, bring our crew back maybe one at a time, maybe one day, one another day, and go on a rotating thing to bring them back and to keep business going because they need to get back in. We need them back in. Our clients need them back in, and a sense of normalcy to do it that way. Will we have 10 all at once again? Not for a very long time.
No, and one of the things that we wanted to do is Slick
You can
and
unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself. Slick and Teddy, is it working?
You got to unmute it on the board also.
You got to mute it on the board. You forgot how to do that?
You got to turn on the
Yeah.
mics also. No, you got to turn on the boxes.
One of the things that I like to do is to send the crew out, and again, like the news does, and they stay within 6 feet away and everything else, and they got the masks and the appropriate gear, and talk about what's going on at these restaurants and bring you right into the box. And see what
Exactly.
happens. Important aspect of getting back is familiarizing yourself with what's going on.
And in the first step, I remember the first time I came back to studio, I like Slick, I forgot to turn on the speaker, I forgot to turn on the soundboard, things that you take as so second nature.
Just hold in the button on the
When
right.
you get
Just hold
back
it
to
in.
work, you have to reacclimate with it, and slowly is what you have to do. But the places that you thought were the hot zones before, a little bit different. So I want to find out what Slick's been doing. He's been going to Home Depot, and working. He doesn't quite remember how to turn the button on for the mics, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, Teddy, you would be cracking up right now is all I can tell you. A simple task of putting a microphone on you guys. Let's try it now, Slick.
I'm in business?
You're in
okay, I'm
business. Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys.
Slick, welcome to the AMP2 TV production studio. Step one,
know, it's
turn
been a
on your
long-
mic box.
It's been a long time.
That was my fault, Slick, because I was trying to change the camera because somebody here wanted to change the cameras 2 seconds before we were on the air, and I was moving cables around and I unplugged the microphone.
Well, welcome back. You haven't been here in, oh my gosh.
while.
I think your birthday, Freddie, March 19th.
Yeah,
No.
wow.
Really?
No. A little after Don's
Really?
birthday.
Okay, my birthday was on the
Yeah.
24th, so March
week later.
25th.
Yeah.
A week later. So it's been a long time. It's been 4 or 5 weeks since we haven't seen you.
And you still work at Home Depot, right?
Correct.
Doors and windows?
Yes.
How many doors and windows are you selling?
None. I have to say that. That's the truth. I sell a lot of closet doors because a lot of people do closet, they're reinstalling closet doors, but doors, none.
Do they actually ask you to fill in other places of the store?
They do, but basically I take down pallets for doors and I fill in where I need to fill in, so I barely get to help out unless like they do a special, we got to help out this department because it's been hit hard, but I usually stay in doors and windows.
No, the reason I'm asking is because we were talking about this, how all of
Why?
a sudden everybody's fixing their houses.
Yeah,
At the beginning, everybody was painting.
correct.
And everybody, it seems like the paint department at Home Depot was really busy.
Yeah, paint and plumbing.
And plumbing.
Yeah.
And I busted my flapper. And I bought the wrong one at Walmart. I had to go to Home Depot to get the right one. Now I got to fix Linda's flapper. It's like a mind of its own, these things, to fix things. I just wanted to ask, if you were in the paint department, what is the number one color that everybody's painting?
I think the paint that I'm seeing that leaves and what customers are asking me is like either eggshell or off-white. That's leaving.
Off-white.
That's what they're painting.
Neutral.
Neutral.
From the Coconut Creek area. I'm only seeing off-white and
So you go all the way down to Coconut Creek. You know, there
I think
is.
he lives down there.
You live down there?
No, I live in Pompano, but the
There
Coconut
is-
Creek one is like 15, 20 minutes away from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, I know.
Do you like working at Home Depot? They make you wear a mask and everything now?
They do. I feel like I'm in the most quarantined spot of the store because basically if
There's
you're
nobody
not,
there.
Yeah, if you're not looking for a closet door, what else do you need besides screen netting? If anybody has those like sunrooms with screen netting, a lot of people go for just the screen netting and just leave, but it's basically a nice quarantine spot.
What kind of protocols do they have at Home Depot?
Basically, we have to stay 6 feet away from customers, and we are roll calling customers coming into the store. So there's a capacity rating, depending on what was emailed to either I don't know what manager, but like there's a capacity of people that can be inside the store.
It goes by the size of the store. I heard.
Correct.
You know, that's interesting because when I went to the one here in, I guess it's not Boca, what's the next town?
Delray?
In Delray, it's considered
Linton?
Delray. Yes, on Linton. I guess that store is huge because there was no lines, there was nobody there. And they have a curbside thing that you guys,
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Curbside, yeah.
They have a
Curbside.
phone number you call and they'll bring your merchandise out to you. You don't have to go in the store if you order it online. I didn't
like
even
that.
know that.
But some people do get impatient with the lines when we do have lines, which is usually Sundays, Wednesdays, and I think
It was everyone's at work Monday through Friday. No
Correct.
kidding. Why not do projects during the week?
You're hilarious.
they don't want to.
I almost fell for that.
They're like, how long is the wait? I'm like, I really don't know. To
Well,
be
look at the
honest with
line.
you.
How long is the line? Now, at Walmart, they made me wait online
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Because Walmart, I guess, gets really, really busy. And they have these blue lines, and you have to wait within the line. So when I went to one of the other stores, I was in black. I had black, everything was black, even the mask. And there was this guy, and he tapped me on the shoulder. And I said, "You're invading my bubble." He says, "I just have to say, your outfit is really cool." I mean, I was all dressed in black. He says, "Did somebody died in the store?" I said, "If you touch me again, you will."
So interesting that you're indoors and windows, but are they taking temperatures, gloves, masks?
I don't think they're taking temperatures. They're like usually requesting me and all the other associates to, if you don't feel well, don't take the chance of actually coming in because nobody else wants to get sick.
Exactly.
So
Well, they sell thermometers at Home Depot, don't they?
I think so, but I haven't seen them to be.
I want you
honest with
today. I want you to go over and see if they sell thermometers. Well, I got an idea. You know, now it's interesting you guys brought this up because you got to have a protocol.
You have to have a protocol.
What's the protocol for here?
We have to talk about
But
that,
we
as a matter
did
of
get
fact.
the screens up late. I would say, like, for this pandemic, when it did peak, we never had screens at our desk.
The
or,
glass?
Like, that glass protecting, we never had that until, like, I would say a week and a half ago.
When you check out, the glass is there. Lady
Like
says,
the glass.
you know, it's so funny because it's a double pane, right? Because you got to go in through the third side. So I'm talking and trying to talk to her on the third side. She says, "Stay behind the glass." And then you sort of do it.
I'd say
underneath.
that too. Like, what is it? If someone, like, enters the bubble, I tend to take, like, 3 steps back, and then they're like, "Why are you walking away?" I'm like,
Because
you
you're supposed
don't want to
to
take chances right now.
But I want to know what the protocol is going to be. Is it okay to stand at the door, and whether your protocol takes place indoors or out?
Well, you
Let's
and I
start
have
there.
to, as business owners, talk about
Well,
that.
let's start there because the radio station, they're not doing any of this. And I asked if that was going to be, and for whatever reason they haven't come up with it. But you should take a temperature reading, right? So what is it? 98.6. So what is you got 99.1? What are you going to do?
Going on.
99.1? Really?
Yeah.
You send them home?
You want to take that chance. You don't know if it's going to go to 100.
At 99, you go home.
Really? I didn't know that. That's only 0.4 degrees. You get sweat up a storm.
Yeah, but you may not even register at 98.6. Like when I take my temperatures, sometimes it's 96, 97, 95.
Yours is 93 because you're not even alive.
I never get to, on my thermometer, I never get to 98. So if I were at 99, I'd be sick.
All right, for those of you that have blood and they take the temperature.
I want to order a thermometer for here.
So is that going to be the protocol, number one?
It can be.
Okay, so that's the first protocol. Is it being done inside or outside the premises?
The thermometer?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
know.
little gun,
Are you going to go
right?
stand outside and take everyone's temperature?
If I have to.
When it's 110 degrees outside in summer?
Yeah,
We're
I'd say
gonna put a
inside
blue
when
tent out
when
there.
they walk in, because it's already hot outside. So.
Yeah.
But once they walk in, then they're here.
You're right, but I would say it would be better for inside. To be honest with you.
We'll talk about
Outside
that.
is hot. It's gonna get hotter. So.
We've got your CBD store. They want to come on in.
Are they on?
They're on. They're not in. They're in on video. So oh, look, they're hanging out in the Singer Island store again.
Can you guys get any smaller? And the blowout has begun. The men are in the house. I kind of like this set. The men are in the house.
People love your living room. They tell.
How is everybody?
How you doing?
We're good. Yourself?
We're doing fantastic. So before we start, tell us where you are and your phone number so we can give it out over and over again.
We are at Boca. I'm sorry, we're at Boynton today. Singer Island is just about wrapped up, so I'm hoping that next week for sure we will be at Singer Island with the new store and all the new stuff and all the new product line and everything else that's going to go along with it. But right now we are in Boca. Boynton. I keep getting them mixed up. Our address is
1600 North Federal Highway. And then our phone number is 561-419-7101.
Boynton Beach. And we're doing a big blowout again today. Sunflora.com is the website. Tell us about the blowout.
we got some pretty cool stuff going on. For the rest of this month, we have buy any product in the house, get the second one at 35% off, which is a pretty nice size savings.
Yeah.
And then on the first of the month, we start buy 2 edibles and get a third one free. So we will honor either discount right now. I mean, for now, for the rest of the month. And we got some stuff to move, so we're going to move it. That's the story.
So you can buy
We're
any
got some
product
cool things.
and get the second 35% off?
Yep,
Yep.
off of anything.
Wow.
What's the phone number? I got to write this down.
561-419-7101.
You got that?
I
That's
got
for
it.
the Boynton Beach.
Call the Boynton Beach store, 561-419-7109, your CBD store. And I'm
You're
reading all
welcome.
the information you sent us. It's the one that really got me was your Chihuahua store.
Did you like that? I figured Freddie would love that.
I love that because I was saying my daughter has a Chihuahua Terrier mix. And we went to get the car wash yesterday, and this dog went crazy. She didn't even get out of the car, just sitting on my daughter's lap, just leaving the house. The poor little thing was shaking. And I said, oh my gosh, we got to get you some CBD, the poor thing.
We have some new catchphrases that are going to be in our new posters with the Singer Island store. And I figured I'd share some of them with you. It's going to be your feeling good store, your
Love that.
renewed focus store, your it's about time store, your sparks rekindled store, your chilled Chihuahua store, and your nothing is going to stop me store.
So tell me
Those are
about
gonna be
your
some-
your Sparks Rekindled store. I kind of wanted to ask you about that one. What kind of CBD do you have for your Sparks Rekindled store?
Well, you know, right now, studies have shown a few things that we are into. My whole and I'll get into that in just a second, but my whole organization, every one of my people, myself, my children, and my wife are getting to the point now to where we are going to get certified. They call it CBD certification. And it's a coach, certification coach. So we will have a certified coach about CBD at every store at all times. So anybody that has any questions can really come in and get coached as to what they feel their needs are and what the recommendation are for whatever they need. But some of the things I just want to go over real quick, if I may, with you guys, is there's a misconception out there. People think that the gummies, we're changing our complete gummy line. We're going from an isolate to a full spectrum. A broad spectrum. An isolate is just the CBD stripped of everything else. And it doesn't do what the other cannabinoids can do for you. And the other cannabinoids being obviously CBD, studies show that it reduces inflammation that causes our pain. It regulates serotonin levels. And then THC obviously is the touch of marijuana, but studies also show that low doses of the THC activates pathways in the central nervous system that blocks the signals to the brain to get you high. So there's, again, some additive there with no repercussions of any drugs. And then we have CBG, and that's another additive, and studies show, it all grows in the same plant. And this is what we're doing. We're extracting all these from the plant, not just the CBD. CBG fights inflammation, pain, nausea, and works to slow cancer cells. Also significantly reduces eye pressure, and it's also good for glaucoma. And then we have the CBC. Studies show that it fights bacteria and fungi, I should say, stimulates brain growth, inhibits growth of cancerous tumors, and it's great for migraines. And then the last one being CBN. Studies show that potentially it's effective for combating pain, inflammation, bone health, controlling seizures, that kind of behavior, lowering blood sugar, and treating skin conditions. So what we've done is we've taken the broad spectrum, which contains all of that, and now we are making our gummies with the broad spectrum instead of just the isolate. So automatically they get the benefits of some other cannabinoids that are really good for them, because people don't know that yet.
And the good thing about it too, so like we were saying before, like the edibles were like a good additive to the daily regimen. Well, now when you introduce the broad spectrum, now you can more or less take it. It's just basically another way to ingest, all those great cannabinoids that can help people out there.
I love that you did the combination, because for me, I'm thinking I like the CBC, and then someone else is going to go, well, I like the CBN, or I like the CBD. There's and the CBG, there's so many things, but now the broad spectrum puts it all together in one product.
And the thing is too is that we've like our water solubles or our tinctures some of them are already the broad spectrum. So like people have been getting those cannabinoids. Now we're just introducing it into our edible line for those customers, that enjoy the edibles rather than taking a tincture or a water soluble.
Another way of
water
getting
soluble.
Your system where you're getting the full use of the product line, which kind of makes it nice.
We're going to go to commercial break, but stay right there, guys. Don't go away. Give them a call. Buy one, get the second one 35% off, or buy two edibles, get the third one free. They're going to honor either one. Give them a call. Let's see how get their phones ringing off the hook.
561-419-7109. Give them a
7101.
call. 7101?
Yeah.
7101.
561-419-7101. Your CBD store there in Boynton today, but they also have a location in Boca Raton and Singer Island and Pembroke Pines. So stay tuned.
You wrote the wrong number.
Yeah, somewhat. Welcome back, Slick. We'll be right back. Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
His abilities as a dry cleaner are so undeniable, Dry Clean Only tags have his phone number printed on the back. Stubborn stains sometimes call him late at night just to apologize. His pickup and delivery service is so fast, his vans have pit crews. He is the most interesting dry cleaner in the world.
You don't always dry clean, but when you do, use A&T Dry Cleaners. Stay dirty, my friends.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And you're back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. How you like that mask?
I'm going to tell you something about this mask. This is the Frito Bandito mask.
It's
this
reversible,
bad boy,
too.
It is, but this thing, it covers your face.
There's no gaps in it, right?
There's no gaps. I'm going to tell you.
It's nice, right?
It is,
and inside there's a filter.
The filter, I feel it.
You feel the filter?
Yeah.
Filters in it. That came to you from Giovanna's Closet.
Giovanna's Closet.
Giovanna's Closet. They're located in New York. A lot of people have masks, but she was the first one that came forward, and what they're doing for healthcare providers is amazing. What's on the other side? I think you've got the sailors.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to turn it inside out.
You can wash it.
You have to wash it, but now it goes, and I wait. Do you know that I put this on in my car?
That's good.
But people ask me, why do I put it on in my car? Do you know why?
Why?
Because I don't want no germs in my car.
I agree.
So I put it on in my car. But thank you.
Charlotte says she would like to speak with you because she'd like to market all of your locations, Jerry. So let's bring Jerry over. Let's talk to Charlotte also. Charlotte said she'd like to talk to Jerry and Asa about marketing all of the locations. I think that's a great idea. So we're going to do that.
Amen.
Check it out. You see? Can you see me?
Yes.
He's putting his water-soluble CBD in his new cappuccino that he just brewed during commercial break.
Because I do this every day. I was wondering where this went.
It's been here. Welcome back. So there are people that want to speak with you. They want to help do some work with you and share out more of what you're doing. So right now we're promoting buy one, Get the second one 35% off through your CBD store, or buy 2 edibles and get 1 for free.
I like that 35% off the second stuff when you buy. 561-419-7101. Call them up. Let's get them busy. Like we did a couple of weeks ago. Let's get them busy, get them out there. Let's get them noticed and growing. And I mean, look at this place. They're about 6 inches this big. See that? But look at the size of it. You know, you're as big as the CBD sign. You see that?
You just got to keep going. What have you seen different now from that we're in quarantine than before? Are people buying different products, more products, a different variety?
I think they're experimenting with different products for different things because a lot of people are stuck in the house, and they've been in the house for so long that it's really starting to drive them a little nuts, you know? Some people, the ones that you would think are the ones that don't want to come out, that want you to do either the curbside service or the free delivery, them are the people that actually are coming into the store because they've been cooped up for so long that they want to just get out. And then the ones that usually go out every day, like to work, that are still working, them are the ones that we deliver the product to. So it's kind of actually reverse of what we anticipated it being. But our delivery has really taken off, really to the point to where I'm almost positive, I am positive that we are going to continue free delivery at all 4 stores, even when society gets back to the new norm or the old norm. I think the free delivery is well appreciated by the customer, and it is definitely well appreciated by us. So it's turned out to be pretty good. But a lot of our products that we send out, we are now sending out with the topical cream, just a sample of that topical cream. And by sending the sample of that topical cream and letting them know what it is, the phone has been ringing off the wall with requests for the topical cream.
The topical cream is amazing. I put it for my migraines. You use it on your feet.
I can't live without that. I'm going to tell you something. I don't. You didn't tell me that if you stop taking it, you miss it. You miss it. And I take it all the time. I come out of the shower, and I do what I got to do. Linda had a bad shoulder.
I want to ask you the difference between the topical cream, because somebody asked me, and the body lotion. They're both topical. So the difference of the products.
So the topical cream is meant for like a targeted place, okay, like an ache almost. Where the lotion is more or less just for like skin care. You know, it doesn't have as much CBD when you apply the lotion. It doesn't have as much as a topical, so it's not for like a targeted area. Or it's more or less for like skin care itself. It helps like promote the skin cells and everything.
It's like when you wash your hands every 15 minutes, and they turn to prunes. I cannot, but I can use my hands like sandpaper from washing them so much. But this stuff, I'm going to tell you, not only does it smell delicious, but my God, it goes right into the skin, and it's like new skin all over again.
So people can use the body lotion all the time on their whole body.
Yep.
Right.
And the best part is, like, my sister's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a makeup kind of like enthusiast, I would say. And she loves how it's not like an oily type of feel to it. You know, it's like Freddie said, it goes right into the skin. It's not super oily or anything either.
And you know, there is a daytime lotion and a nighttime lotion for when you're sleeping to repair the skin and any sun damage and stuff like that.
And this is
the
for your
topical
face.
is more for the targeted area.
And I gotta tell you,
I personally myself even use a lotion. It smells great.
It does.
But I like it because it keeps my skin soft. My cuticles on my nails stay real soft. My elbows, my ankles, anywhere I get that really dry skin by using the cream, it just takes all that away.
He used to have, we used to call, when we were kids, call it elephant skin on his elbows because it was so like rough, it was almost like sandpaper. You know, and he's been using that lotion help soften it back up and really bring the skin like back to life almost.
And they all smell so good. They don't smell earthy. They smell amazing. The daytime, I'm using all of them right now.
The fun when you're a diabetic, your feet get very dry, and you gotta watch that, because what happens is they begin to crack, and once they begin to crack, then you get ulcers. Once the ulcers set in, there's no turning back. So I have found that I use the other topical, and it takes away all the inflammation. And then I come back like 45 minutes later, and I use this on top of, because it moisturizes the skin. A diabetic's feet are very important to keep them always moist. So I bought me these moist socks. Don't laugh. Don't
Dad.
laugh. So you put this on, and you put the moist socks, and when you wake up in the morning, it is unbelievable. My feet have never felt so fantastic in a long time.
You make me want to feel your feet.
I'm gonna tell you, my feet are like the new handshake. But it is unbelievable how consistent your products are. That's the thing that I'm impressed with. Because no matter how many different types I use this, it is always consistent. The smell is, the usage is, the other stuff, it doesn't lack off. It isn't like one is better than the other. It is always consistent and on point. It's unbelievable.
We're actually going to spotlight your CBD store in our Cafe Press that's going to be going out this week. So Mia's going to be calling you to do an interview to talk about some of your specials, your locations, and to share that out with everyone on the print side of what we do.
Awesome. Freddie, I did want to touch on one thing. You are probably like the poster child for how CBD should be used, because you use it and you use it faithfully. And that's why that you see such a difference. There's a misconception. People think if you try it once or twice that it's supposed to cure something or automate it. That's not how it works. Right. The relief cream is awesome because it'll work like right now, but to keep that relief, it's something that you need to use daily. Same with our regimens as far as our tinctures and our water solubles go. I've had people come in the store and say, well, yeah, I bought a water soluble here and I used it one time and it's not going to work one time.
It's not snake oil.
It's not snake oil. It's not going to cure everything overnight. Your body didn't get to where it's at right now in one day, so it's not going to get to where it needs to be in one day. But you can notice and feel a difference 3 days into a regimen, 7 days into a regimen. And then, after you've been into that regimen for a month, the difference is phenomenal. And a big mistake people make is after, okay, now I feel better, so I'm not going to take it anymore. And then 2 weeks later, they're off the regimen for 2 weeks, and then they're back in here and they're going to start that regimen all over again. And it's kind of funny because you can buy CBD a quarter mile down the road at the gas station for half of what we sell ours for. Well, if you compare the two products, it's like night and day. You're going to get what you pay for. We were talking, me and my son last night, that you can get on a CBD regimen and stay on it to help your whole system for about $2.50 a day.
$2.50.
That's $2.50 a day.
Wow. What would that include as a CBD regimen?
Yeah, and that's a regimen that's going to be beneficiary to you for as long as you choose it to be.
What type of products go into that regimen?
And I ask him, like him, he stops today and picks up some of these energy drinks. So for people to say $2.50 a day, well, everybody spends $2.50, I think, before we even get to work.
It's coffee.
So Asa, what is in that regimen?
So when we say regimen, we mean like either like a water soluble or a tincture, and then that's more of like your regimens, okay? Something that you take daily, faithfully. As far as like a edible, or a vape, those are like your supplements. So it's an additive to a regimen, like me. So like I take it for, anxiety and everything. So there's some days where I take the 900 Neuro, love it. I've told you guys my story about it and everything. But like still, I have really bad anxiety. So some days, there's still those days where the anxiety kind of like creeps through a little bit. So I'll either eat a gummy or, hit the vape that I have, to relieve, that anxiety that I get, to kind of just creep it back in and keep it from like coming out.
Freddie, give out the phone number again.
561-419-7101. And I'm going to tell you, this is a time that's going on right now where the beginning of the new month is coming. Anxiety is running at an all-time high. I spoke to people who are psychiatrists and everything else. And people right now are stressing because they don't know what tomorrow holds. Now would be the time to get on a regimen where you sort of have to take this every day like a vitamin. You don't take it one a day every other day.
Right.
You take it every day. So you do this every day. And I guarantee you it's going to make you feel better. It did for me. Not because they're friends of ours and they're sponsors of the show. I was shocked when he challenged me for the 10-day challenge, and I did it for 10 days.
You did it.
I was like, this is unbelievable. I thought it was something where you set a jar up with something extra. And then you gave me the other jar, and it's consistent. But it's not only me. It's everybody who has tried it.
Yes.
Has been freaking amazed. So 561-419-7101. Get your stuff. Get your groove on. People are asking me, why don't we do CBD in the park?
Be awesome.
We go out and you
Would
can
be
hold 10
awesome.
people in the park, spaced out.
Would be awesome.
And we do CBD in the park. We find out a park next to them. You see, what I like about them is that they talk to you and they listen to what's going on in your body. And they don't say, okay, buy everything. They say, try this. Slow go. Don't be like Freddie. Freddie puts a whole straw in this thing because Freddie's high strung all the time. But I'm going to tell you something. It mellows me out. It really does. It doesn't get me high.
Stay tuned in the next 10 minutes.
It just takes away my anxiety. That's what I feel. I feel like I could breathe again.
And when I really think in Asa for your generation, and we should actually have Slick interview Asa on
He should
on
be in
Slick Speaks.
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the anxiety, we were talking, you've met many of our crew. Once everyone went into quarantine, we didn't even forget coming in here. They went MIA. We didn't even hear, they didn't even answer back on a text, most of them. We had a few, but on a whole of 12, we maybe had 2 or 3 that would answer us back. The anxiety was so high, no one knew what to do, right? So school was canceled, online classes, graduation canceled, all these things that you knew, right? Getting a job, totally changed. Their anxiety is crazy. They would love to hear from you.
Yeah, absolutely. Whenever Slick would like to, I'm down to do that. That would be awesome.
And as far as that CBD in the park goes, I'd like to take that a step further. I'd like to do CBD in the park, and once this clears up a little more than what it's cleared up, with a masseuse. So or yoga. Either way, CBD in the park with yoga or CBD in the park with a masseuse. I have both of them people that come to our store and do a free service, and we do them CBD nights in the store. It would be awesome to be able to do that same thing in the park. It would be great.
I love that. I love it because it's outdoors. Yeah, it's
people.
outdoors. You can space them out. It's a nice thing. I remember I used to go to the concerts in Central Park, and there were thousands of people would show up there. And because I knew some of the people in Central Park, back pass. But this would be a tremendous beginning. We're looking for new beginnings, guys. We're looking for people. I mean, you guys have been there since day one, doing what you got to do to help the community. First responders, everything. Everybody's responded to this thing. And I think we got to go to that next level, something in the park, having people come out just to get some air, like you said. Clear your head. Get that anxiety out of the way. Next month may be a tricky month. It may not be a hard month. It may be a tricky month. So we got to be ready to get going. So get your CBD on 561-419-7101. Give them a call. Let's get this done.
Because I think what's happening as things start to open up, Like Slick came back first time in 5 weeks. He goes to take a microphone. He forgets to even turn on the box. I came in 2 weeks ago, forgot to turn the speaker on, forgot to plug it in. When you get back, you have to take those little steps, and the CBD and the broad spectrum can help you overcome so many of these things of getting back into mainstream, getting over some fears, lessening the anxiety as well as pain. Not pain, but
inflammations.
Yes.
Which creates pain. Yes, getting back into the groove, getting back into it's okay to be you, all of these things. And you guys have been there since the very beginning. Your CBD store, you got plenty of locations. Plenty of people could come out. Everybody's going to want to come because it's coming. You know, anxiety is running high. We did a part this morning on some domestic violence and things like that. You don't want to go there. You want to chill. You want to be chilled out. And I'm not talking about getting high. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about doing something that your body requires. It's asking for, and you don't realize it yet, but try it. Let's do the 10-day challenge with everybody.
I also want to ask you, as I'm looking at all these things, these notes you sent me, insomnia. When people don't have a schedule, you nap, you have some energy drinks,
people have a lot of insomnia. A lot of insomnia right now.
And then your whole rhythm is off. You can't go to sleep. Or women going through menopause, people sleeping later, they go to bed later. What products do you have that help with insomnia?
So I kind of have another story for that too. So like when you have like a high stress moments or anything, you know, when you're laying in bed and I'm sure everybody's had it happen. You know, you've laid in bed and like your brain doesn't shut off, like your brain just keeps racing and you're just like staring at the ceiling trying to go to sleep and you can't go to sleep. You know, that happens. I've had that happen to me, and like I take 2 gummies at night, you know, not to just knock me out, because it's not going to just knock you out, but it's going to kind of put you at that even keel and put your body at that rest and get that nice, deep, like REM sleep, you know, like for years, like probably for like the past 3 years, I hadn't had like a dream, like a good night's of REM sleep. You know, and then when I finally moved here and like really started learning about the CBD, I tried the gummies at night, and like for the first time, I had actually like gotten some REM sleep, like that deep, refreshing sleep. You know, it's not, like I said, it's not gonna knock you out. It's not, you know, it doesn't give you that melatonin, you know, grogginess in the morning. You know, it's just to basically, like Freddie said, just put you at that even keel, nice, and just fall right into that sleep.
My wife is nonstop all the time. She's always on the go. She does tincture, and instead of a half a dropper, she does a 3/4 dropper at night, an hour before bed, and then she'll eat 1 gummy. And if you ask her in the last 6 months, she has slept better in the last 6 months than she did the previous 15 years.
Wow.
She has a hard time shutting her brain down, letting her brain know, hey, it's nighttime, it's time to go to sleep.
Constantly.
So now she does 3/4 of a dropper instead of a half a dropper at night and a half in the morning. She'll do a half in the morning and then sometimes 3/4 at night, but she'll take one of them gummy rings and she's good to go.
5614.
That's a supplement to add to that regiment we were talking about.
Yeah,
you're already on the regiment. The gummy is an additive, like a supplement, an additive to give it that little boost. So it puts you at that REM sleep.
561-419-7101. Give out that number, 561-419-7101. Give them a holler. Now that's where you guys are today, right?
Yes.
Okay. The other thing is, you ever heard the saying cranky crackers?
That was you on Friday.
Do you know what a cranky cracker is?
No idea.
When I was growing up, when you woke up in a bad mood, you were called cranky crackers. You know why?
Why?
Because you didn't sleep all night. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to wake up fresh as a daisy?
I know.
And then you got all these pressures and you got decisions. Cranky crackers. You got to sleep at night. Got to sleep.
You got to sleep.
If you don't get cranky crackers, they put you in the broom closet.
You got to sleep. You got to restore. But everyone's rhythm is so off now. I think this is a tremendous opportunity, a tremendous option instead of taking a sleeping pill or not sleeping. And so easy.
It is. And you know what it is? You got to trust your body. You got to trust your body that your body's going to do the right thing. And I think that a lot of people are afraid to trust their own body. They have to take a pill. Got to take a sleeping pill instead of trusting your body. You got to take a Quaalude instead of trusting your own body. Is that even a thing, a Quaalude?
I know that is not a thing that we promote anywhere in our show.
I'm just saying.
So, yeah,
but people
go back to being your kinky
But
cracker.
they don't trust their body. They rather take a pill than to do something naturally, because CBD is in the body. It knows how to make it better. All I'm saying.
Very true.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Contact your CBD store today. They are in Boynton, 561-419-7101. Also free delivery. Your website you sent me is sunflora.com.
And if not for you, for your pets, 561-419-7101. If you got a Chihuahua, try it.
Let me ask you a question, though. What you sent me, 10% off and free shipping on orders over $100?
We will still do the free shipping. And what is it?
10%?
Is that on the website, Dawn?
Sunflora.com. 10% off is what you sent me with a zip code or a code in there.
That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm more than cool with that.
That's what it does. Yeah.
Yeah, that's automatic in our website. But you know, with people not being able to get out of the house much, we have found that people are buying usually now 2, because they don't know how long they're stuck in the house.
Agreed.
I agree.
So when we do the buy one, get one 35% off, that saves them a heck of a lot more money.
So give them a call. Give Jerry a call, Asa, Maddie. Give them all a call, and they will walk you through what works for you, whether it be for your pets, whether it be for you, insomnia, inflammation, topical, just to relax, anxiety, so many things. Give them a call.
Give them a call and ask them tell them what's going on with you. They will listen. They will make some recommendations, 561-419-7101. And I guarantee you that by the end of that conversation, once you start getting your stuff, use it. Don't use it once, use it. And keep using it. And you give me a call and you and I will chit-chat, because right now, under these times, it's needed. All kidding aside, it's really needed.
Thank you all so much for joining us at your CBD store, Boynton Beach, Boca Raton, Singer Island, and Pembroke Pines, plus free delivery. You don't even have to live in the area. Just give them a call. Thank you, guys. Stay safe.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe.
You too.
Good stuff. Good way to end. I should have given you this morning. I'm going to tell you, Dawn, I just took a cup of coffee with that. Man, I feel so much better. And I know that people looking out there, they don't believe me. They think I'm selling. I'm not selling nothing. I'm going to tell you, if this stuff was no good, I would chuck it 86 and say, the hell with that, moving on to... How many CBDs companies have
You've tried a lot.
A lot of them, and they're not here.
You've tried a lot, and they are the nicest people to work with. They will do a free consultation. You can go in if you want to. They will do curbside. You can call them, free delivery, curbside pickup, you name it. 4 locations to serve you, plus free delivery. Great promotional. Buy one, get the second one 35% off, or buy 2 edible bags and get 1 for free.
That's right. And like always, it's been a fun time today.
561-419-7101. Also, a new partnership with Gubba Rum, so coconut and vanilla. Send us your favorite recipe with the rum. We're going to start trying those out also. I may need to bring a blender in. May have to get a blender.
Yes, and call in. We're going to enter you in the contest that you may win enough Gubba Rum for a year. A droplet at a time, but you may get it anyway.
One drop at a time. Have a great day, everyone. Be kind to each other. Be safe. Let us know how you're shifting your perspective, getting back to doing what you do best. Be kind, and we'll see you tomorrow.
And as always, don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well,